So I just want to talk about the second goal Toronto FC gave up to the Chicago Fire, because it just is a massive defensive lapse in judgment by Kevin Lawn. And as the guy who's supposed to be the veteran presence on the back end, he is not the guy who is supposed to be making these defensive judgment lapses for Toronto FC on the back end, and it is a massive problem for his role on the team and Toronto FC's defense if he's making these problems. So let's watch this goal. So we have the build-up play and the breakout pass from the Chicago Fire. Here, Kevin Lawn is guarding Hugo Kuipers, and right here, things aren't ideal. You got Kevin Lawn marking Hugo Kuipers, who has the ball. Kuipers has an easy pass forward to the Chicago winger. Tyrese Spicer is running back to mark, but there is a lot of open space here for that wing play for Chicago. Unsure why it's Tyrese Spicer there, as Nixon Gomes is the left back and he's up here, but good play for Spicer to get back and track, even if he's a little late. And Zane Malawi here is in the middle marking this guy. So as this play continues, now the pass gets played, and immediately Kevin Lawn abandons Hugo Kuipers and starts sprinting after the ball to block off the winger, leaving Hugo Kuipers wide alone and unmarked as this play heads towards the box. Now, don't blame him immediately. Tyrese Spicer was a little behind the play, but as we move forward just a little bit, here he sees Tyrese Spicer in the play, Tyrese Spicer closer to the ball than him, and he realizes he should not be a part of this battle for the ball right here. He should realize that he needs to get back and mark Hugo Kuipers. And Zane Von Louis, he sees that Hugo Kuipers is wide open, but he's marking this guy, so he can't go to mark Hugo. He can't go to mark Hugo Kuipers. So play going on. Kevin Lawn is continuing to chase after these two guys. He's just ball watching right now. He's not a part of that battle for the ball. He is purely ball watching and leaving Hugo Kuipers wide alone in the box. And as we get to here, finally now he's making that decision to start tracking back into the box. But at this point, the pass is being played. Kuipers is wide open and no one is marking him. And as the ball gets played in, he just runs right past Kuipers and watches as Kuipers runs the ball into the box and into the goal. What the heck was Kevin Lawn doing on this play? So many different points during that run. He could have noticed that he was not a part of it and gone back to cover Kuipers. He did not. And then when the ball finally gets played in, he doesn't even get a challenge in on Kuipers. He just runs past him. A whole lot of running for a whole lot of nothing. Terrible, terrible, terrible decision making for Hugo Kuipers all throughout that play. And he's the guy who he's supposed to be your main defensive lockdown anchor, and he's the experienced guy on this back end, and just no decision making going on right there, leaving the most dangerous player on the Chicago Fire wide open, and unsurprisingly it results in a goal against. And the build up, there was an issue. The wing should not have been that far open initially, but after that point, everything that goes on is fully Kevin Lawn's fault on this goal, and it ends up being the winning goal of the game that TFC gives up. And another goal where you have center backs caught in no man's land, resulting in a goal against for Toronto FC.